For Asian entertainment such as anime and K-pop, there's always been a disparity between the merchandise being released for fans. Domestic fans are able to get first access for events for their favorite series and artists, while international fans have to wait their turn. This can include pop-ups and book signings, but most of the time internationally, they only appear in big cities such as LA and New York City. Today, I wanted to talk about the differences in the merch itself for the series, the Korean Manhwa series I Love Amy. I Love Amy is a psychological GL by the artist Uni, and it was picked up by Ise Press, the sister company of Yen Press, for English release. I was luckily given a free copy from them for promotion, and I do have to give them my biggest thanks, as I've been actually posting about I Love Amy on my TikTok since 2023. With the English first volume, readers are only given the physical copy of the book regardless of if they bought it during pre-order or a general sale. However, with the Korean release that I have right here, those who pre-ordered actually received a sealed photocopy of BB that I have right here, and this promotion of the photocard would actually go through to the first press. The first printing of the book. So fans who were unable to pre-order but were the first people to order after the general sale was started are able to snag that sticker before it was gone. And I actually find it pretty disappointing that with the English release there was no benefits, despite having a lot of promotions at conventions as well as through content creators. During Anime NYC and I believe Comic-Con as well, Ise Press was actually giving out I Love Amy pens to those who visited their booth. So that is what I have right here. And it was up for their booths for about an hour for one day until it ran out. A few months later, for the book's release, content creators on TikTok as well as X, formerly Twitter, began posting about the book after receiving early release copies from the publisher. In addition to the copy of the book, they received the pin that was formerly given out at the conventions. And while I was fortunate enough to receive the copy of the book, I was unable to receive the pin that was associated with the early posts of those promotions. But that is neither here or there. I'm just thankful I was able to get the pin through someone who went to the convention. As far as how the English volume got released versus how the Korean volume got released, they actually take two different paths of campaigning. With the English volume, we just get it through pre-order and general sale, but with the Korean volume, they actually started it off as a crowdfunding project, which is what we would consider, it was through Tumblebug, which what we would consider like GoFundMe or Kickstarter. And it was released with exclusive merch, so then it obviously came with tiers. The more tiers being met, the more benefits you would get. Which they had like 1,000% of gold, 1,200, 1,400, and 1,600% of the goal being met, and which each tier of release being met, you would total up, it would get 4 clear cards, 1 clear card being released for each reward. Internationally, there is no mention of a special set or any re-release or release of the merchandise that was manufactured for the special edition set, despite it being backed by Ise Press, who picked up Omniscience viewers' viewpoint. There is nothing being released for store benefits, like how ORV has a Kinokuniya membership card, or how even the Ise Press being tied to Yen Press, there's nothing like a Kinokuniya version of the physical volume, much like how other GLs they picked up, like Green Yuri as well as Love Bullet, has their own store version. I do feel like the pins that they gave out to convention goers could have gone to those who pre-ordered the book, like those two GLs previously mentioned. They do have pre-order benefits, and even with Green Yuri coming up for volume 4, there's also the author has published news of how they are getting overseas store benefits. With the convention goers getting those pins that I believe could have gone to pre-orders, I feel like it's a waste to just give them out, because most of the time a lot of people just sell that pin, as that's how I was able to get one. And much like how if you check eBay or Mercari, there is a posting or listing with that pin being sold for a ridiculous exorbitant price. This also applies for the domestic merch that was released with the special set. There's no talks of a domestic special set, and those who have the copies of the benefits that was released with the special set have started selling their pieces of merch for, again, much more than what the volume actually cost. By the time I upload this video, volume 2 of I Love Amy had already had its cover debut being released, and I honestly have no idea if Issei Press will reach out to me again for promotions of that volume, but to cover my bases, I have already pre-ordered it. I do hope that you guys do too. If you guys want to get the volume 2 in a physical form, there's 4 volumes released totally, with as that I know of as of right now. With for the Korean version, volume 1 and 2 was being sold as a set, and I do hope that for the English release there is a special set. I'm not sure if they will, since they didn't do it with volume 1. And for volume 3 and 4, we have this set right here. Both sets being released with exclusive merch. I do hope that they're able to release it for international fans, as there's a lot of collectibles and those who really want to support the series. And I do want international fans to be fed more than domestic fans, or at least be equal on the same basis, but we'll see about that. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.